Chosen one, you were told to watch this alone for a reason. Stop everything right now. Stop scrolling. Stop the multitasking. Stop splitting your attention between this and anything else. If you are around people, this is not for them. If there is noise in the background, silence it. If your mind is busy planning what is next, put that aside, because God just interrupted your entire day to say something that cannot be heard in pieces. This message was not meant to be background noise. This was meant to be received alone in stillness, with nothing competing for your attention. And if you cannot do that right now, bookmark this and come back when you can, because what is about to be spoken requires your full presence, not your partial attention. Take a breath, a real one. Notice how your chest feels tighter than it should. Notice how your mind has been louder than usual. Notice how your spirit has felt crowded even when you are physically alone. That is not random. That is not stress. That is spiritual activity. And God pulled you here away from everything and everyone to tell you what is really happening and why you need to stay quiet for just a little while longer. Let me start with this. The reason God said to watch this alone is because what He is about to reveal cannot survive being filtered through other people's opinions, questions, or energy. Some truths are so personal, so precisely timed, so specifically assigned to you, that letting anyone else into the room while you receive them would dilute their power. This is one of those moments. This is one of those messages. This is one of those divine interruptions that only makes sense to the person it was sent for. Everyone else would hear words, but you are about to hear confirmation. You have been feeling isolated lately, haven't you? Not just physically alone, but emotionally distant, spiritually separated. Like you are standing in rooms full of people, but feeling completely disconnected from all of them. Like conversations happen around you, but nothing lands. Like you are present in body, but your spirit is somewhere else entirely. And you have been wondering what is wrong. You have been questioning whether you are depressing yourself into isolation, whether you are becoming antisocial, whether you are pushing people away. But chosen one, what if none of that is true? What if what you are experiencing isn't isolation at all, but insulation? God has been wrapping you in a spiritual cocoon. He has been pulling you away from noise, drama, opinions, expectations, and even well-meaning voices that would interfere with what He is doing inside you right now, because you are in formation. You are being reshaped. You are being recalibrated. You are being upgraded at a level so deep that it cannot happen in public. It cannot happen in conversations. It cannot happen while you are trying to explain yourself to people who wouldn't understand even if you had the words. So God removed the audience. He cleared the room. He silenced the voices, not to punish you with loneliness, but to protect you during transition. Now let me tell you why this protection was necessary. Someone has been testing you. Maybe multiple people, not obviously, not aggressively, but subtly, strategically. They have been saying things that poke at old wounds, bringing up topics they know trigger you, asking questions that feel innocent but land heavy, making comments that seem harmless but leave you unsettled. And the worst part is you cannot quite call it out, because on the surface it looks fine. But your spirit knows. Your discernment picks up what your logic cannot prove. Just because someone smiles while they stab doesn't mean the knife isn't real. Just because someone uses soft words doesn't mean the intention isn't sharp. Just because someone acts concerned doesn't mean they are not testing to see if you will react, defend, explain, or break. And God saw it. God felt it. God said enough. That is why He pulled you here. That is why He separated you. That is why He is telling you to stay quiet just a little longer. Because if you respond now, if you defend now, if you explain now, you will give access to people who no longer have clearance to your next level. Let me say that again because it is critical. Not everyone who had access to your last season gets access to your next one. Not everyone who knew the old you gets to know the new you. Not everyone who walked with you through the valley gets to walk with you to the mountain. And that is not cruel, that is not cold, that is wisdom, that is boundary, that is protection. Because the version of you that God is unveiling cannot coexist with people who are still trying to relate to the version He already buried. You have been noticing something lately. Your tolerance for certain things has completely disappeared. Conversations that used to be fine now feel draining. People you used to enjoy now feel exhausting. Environments you used to navigate easily now feel suffocating. Drama that used to pull you in now repels you instantly. And you have been wondering if maybe you are being too sensitive, too harsh, too judgmental. But what if you are not? What if your spirit has simply graduated to a frequency where dysfunction, fakeness, and chaos no longer resonate? What if God adjusted your spiritual antenna so you cannot tolerate what used to feel normal because normal was never supposed to be your permanent address? Here is what is really happening. God is teaching you a new language, the language of discernment. The language of silence, the language of boundaries without explanation, the language of walking away without closure, the language of trusting what you feel even when you cannot prove what you know. And this language cannot be learned in noise. It cannot be learned in crowds. It cannot be learned while defending yourself to people who question your growth. It has to be learned alone in stillness, in separation, in the quiet space between who you were and who you are becoming. And that space chosen one that is where you are right now. You are in the gap, the in-between, the transition zone. And it is uncomfortable because nothing is clear yet. You are not who you used to be, but you are not fully who you are becoming either. You are shedding old skin, but the new skin hasn't fully formed. You are leaving familiar territory, but you haven't arrived at the new land yet. And this space feels vulnerable, exposed, uncertain, but it is also sacred. It is also necessary. It is also where transformation happens. The caterpillar doesn't become a butterfly by staying comfortable. It becomes a butterfly by surrendering to a process that looks like death but leads to flight. Let me tell you what the enemy has been trying to do. He knows you are in transition. He knows you are being shifted. He knows God is repositioning you for something bigger, something deeper, something that will impact more people than your last season did. And He cannot stop what God already ordained. So He changed tactics. Instead of attacking you directly, He is trying to provoke you into breaking silence prematurely. He is using people you know, people you trust, people who should know better to push your buttons, poke your wounds, test your boundaries, hoping you will react. Defend, explain, or break before God releases you to speak. Because the enemy understands something critical. If he can get you talking now, you will waste energy on battles that don't matter. You will give access to people who will question your growth. You will open doors to opinions that will confuse your clarity. You will delay what God is doing because you felt pressured to prove what you don't need to prove. But here is what the enemy didn't count on. God already warned you. That is why you felt that check in your spirit every time someone tried to bait you into reaction. That is why you felt that heaviness when certain people texted or called. That is why you suddenly had zero desire to explain yourself, even when you used to feel obligated to. God shut your mouth on purpose, and now the enemy is frustrated because silence is a weapon he cannot fight. When you stay quiet, he cannot twist your words. Your silence has been driving hell crazy because they were counting on you to speak and you didn't. While you have been quiet, God has been doing three critical things. First, he has been strengthening you. He is deepening your roots, so when the blessing comes, you can carry it. He is expanding your capacity, so when the door opens, you can walk through it. He is sharpening your discernment, so when the enemy tries again, you will see him coming. He is fortifying your boundaries, so when people test you, you will not waver. Second, he has been watching you. God has been testing your obedience in small things to see if you can be trusted with big things. And chosen one, you passed. You stayed humble when promotion was delayed. You stayed kind when people were cruel. You stayed generous when resources were tight. You stayed prayerful when answers were slow. You stayed obedient when it made no sense. God saw all of it, and he is about to reward all of it. Third, he has been preparing the people, places, and resources for your next level. While you were quiet, God was loud. While you were hidden, God was working. Conversations you know nothing about are happening on your behalf. Doors you didn't knock on are being unlocked for you. People you never met are being positioned to help you. This whole time you thought nothing was happening, everything was happening. And speaking of what you couldn't see, let me address something you have been experiencing. You have been having dreams, haven't you? Vivid, specific dreams that feel more real than regular dreams. Dreams where you are leading, teaching, influencing people you don't know yet. Those are not random, those are prophetic. And here is something else you have been experiencing. You have been seeing signs, numbers that repeat times on the clock that catch your attention, songs that play at the exact moment you needed to hear them, conversations you overhear that speak directly to your situation, scriptures that jump off the page when you read. And you have been wondering if you are reading too much into things, but you are not. Those signs are real. Those confirmations are intentional. God is speaking to you in the language your spirit understands. He is leaving breadcrumbs for you to follow when the path ahead looks unclear. Every repeated number is a wink from heaven. Every perfectly timed song is a message from your Father. Every synchronicity is proof that what is happening to you is not random. It is orchestrated. Now let me tell you what happens after this season of silence breaks, because it will break. This is not permanent. This is a season, a specific, appointed, purposeful season. And when it is complete, when the preparation is finished, when the transformation is done, God is going to give you a signal. You will feel it in your spirit before you see it in your circumstances. You will know before you understand. And when that moment comes, everything changes rapidly. Doors you stopped knocking on will suddenly fly open. Opportunities you stopped pursuing will suddenly pursue you. People you stopped reaching out to will suddenly reach out to you. Resources you stopped asking for will suddenly show up. Clarity you stopped searching for will suddenly download. And it will not be because you forced it. It will be because God's timing collided with your obedience. And when those two things meet, momentum becomes supernatural. But here is what you need to understand. When God releases you from the silence, when He opens your mouth again, your voice will carry different weight. Your words will land different. Your presence will affect rooms different because you are not the same person who entered this silent season. You went in one way and you are coming out another way. You went in needing validation and you are coming out secure. You went in reactive and you are coming out responsive. You went in defensive and you are coming out discerning. You went in loud and you are coming out powerful. There is a difference between loud and powerful. Loud seeks attention. Powerful commands it without asking. And people are going to notice the difference immediately. Some will celebrate it. They will recognize that something shifted in you, and they will be drawn to whatever it is you are carrying now. These are the people who belong in your next season. But others will not celebrate it. They will be uncomfortable with the new you. They will try to pull you back into old patterns. They will test your new boundaries to see if they are real. They will feel threatened by your peace because it exposes their chaos. And when you don't engage, they will get frustrated. They will call you changed as if it is an insult. They will say you are different as if different is bad when really you just became better than who you used to be. And here is what God is teaching you. Not everyone who calls you changed is wrong. You did change. You are different, but change is not betrayal. Growth is not abandonment. You are allowed to outgrow people. You are allowed to outgrow places. You are allowed to outgrow versions of yourself. And you don't owe anyone an apology for becoming who God always intended you to be. This is why the silence was necessary. Because if you had been talking through this whole process, if you had been explaining every shift, if you had been defending every boundary, you would have given people ammunition to talk you out of your transformation. You would have opened the door for opinions that would have confused you. But because you stayed quiet, because you processed privately, because you held your peace, you protected what God was doing. And now no one can undo it. No one can reverse it. It is done. It is sealed. It is permanent. So as you prepare to come out of this season, as you prepare for the silence to break, as you prepare for God to release you into the next level, remember this. You don't have to prove anything. You don't have to defend anything. Your life will be the evidence. Your peace will be the testimony. Your growth will be the proof. Let your transformation speak louder than your words ever could. And when people ask what happened when they want to know how you changed, you can tell them if you want, but you don't have to. Because the ones who are supposed to know will discern it. The ones who are meant to understand will recognize it. The ones who belong in your next season will celebrate it without needing a full explanation. And the ones who don't get it are simply revealing that they are not part of what is next. Not everyone goes where you are going. If this message felt like it intercepted your exact moment, if it felt like God just spoke directly into your situation, don't just listen and leave, respond. Type Amen in the comments, not as a ritual, but as a declaration that you heard Him and you are choosing to trust His timing over your emotions. That one word shifts something in the spirit. It is your agreement with heaven. And when you agree with heaven, heaven moves on your behalf. And if this message brought clarity to confusion, if it brought peace to chaos, hit that like button. Your like could help this message reach other people who are in the same season you are in. Other people who feel isolated, other people who need to know that their silence is not weakness, it is obedience. And one more thing, if someone came to mind while you were listening, someone who has been unusually quiet, someone who has been struggling to explain what they are going through. Share this with them. This might be the confirmation they have been praying for. This might be the message that helps them understand that their isolation isn't punishment. It is preparation. Chosen one. Remember this. Your silence is not weakness, it is wisdom. Your stillness is not delay, it is strategy. Your separation is not punishment, it is protection. Stay close to God, stay quiet before people, stay aligned with purpose, because what is coming next requires the version of you that is being formed in the silence, and that version that is the one the world has been waiting for.